Hello, a very good afternoon to everyone present here. My name is Banashri Kar. I am pursuing my PhD from the Department of MDP College of Commerce and Finance under the supervision of Dr. Sujata Khande and Dr. Ivan Zubik. For today's presentation, my topic is navigating the intersection of sustainable entrepreneurship and sustainable consumption, and in-depth bibliometric analysis. So this will be the outline of my presentation. So as we know that after the development of the Sustainable Development Goals 2030 by the UNDP, the sustainability has become a very important component in each of the sectors of the economy, especially in the consumption and the production sector. As a result, many of the businesses as well as the new startups and entrepreneurs have started to incorporate sustainable strategies to improve their business growth as well as to promote sustainable in the consumer habits. We are studying the interconnection between the sustainable consumption and sustainable entrepreneurship under this topic. So sustainable consumption is basically using the resources in a manner that can meet the requirements of the current generation as well as the future without having a negative impact. And sustainable entrepreneurship is the nexus between sustainable development and entrepreneurship. In the recent years, we have seen a shift in the consumer preferences towards sustainable products or green products of the consumers. And in this shift, the entrepreneurs have been playing a very significant role through creating those products and making awareness about the benefits of sustainable consumption and other initiatives. For example, there have been companies like H&M and Patagonia who have taken sustainable initiatives. They have collected the discarded clothes from the consumers, and those discarded clothes are recycled to make new clothes. So these are the initiatives that are taken by the companies to promote sustainable consumer consumption behavior. This interconnection is important to that because it highlights the paradoxical challenges that sustainable entrepreneurs face nowadays to while balancing the economic growth, while balancing with the sustainable environmental sustainability and societal benefit. Therefore, understanding the interplay will not only help in crafting better strategies that will drive entrepreneurial success, but also in promoting sustainable consumer behavior. Moving on to the objective of the study. So first, to understand the intellectual structure and key research themes in the areas of sustainable entrepreneurship and sustainable consumption, to identify the recent trends in both of the areas, to explore the main areas of intersection and differences between sustainable entrepreneurship and sustainable consumption, and lastly, to provide the future opportunities for both of the areas. Coming on to the methodology, for this bibliometric analysis, we have selected the articles from Scopus database using the search term separately for sustainable entrepreneurship and sustainable consumption, which has resulted 945 articles for sustainable entrepreneurship covering the time period of 2002 to 2023 and 4126 articles for sustainable consumption ranging from time period of 1997 to 2023. Because of this difference in the time period, we have applied 5 criteria to define the results. So first, the articles must be related to business management and accounting. We have excluded the book chapters and the conference proceedings. So we have excluded the book chapters and the conference proceedings so as to ensure the reliability of the study. So only the peer-reviewed journals were included, and the time period was selected for 2018 to 2023, and the language was selected as English. After applying all the filters, we have received a 906 articles in both of the areas, which is Sustainable Entrepreneurship 303 articles and 603 from Sustainable Consumption. Finally, the analysis was conducted using the WOS-Viewer software, and we have also used bibliographic coupling and topic modeling to analyze the key research themes and recent trends. Moving on to the results and discussion part. So we have the source of publications in both of the areas, where we can see that the Journal of Linear Production has been at the topmost position in both of the areas with 44 publications in sustainable entrepreneurship and 138 in sustainable consumption. Next is the most cited articles in which the Area G 2020 in sustainable entrepreneurship with title Digital Entrepreneurship Ecosystem, how digital technologies and collective intelligence are reshaping the entrepreneurial process, with 259 citation has been the most influential. And in sustainable consumption, it is Shane's 2018 with title of Food Waste Matters, a systematic review of household food waste practices and the policy implication with 619 citation has been the most influential. Next is the bibliographic coupling. So bibliographic coupling is used to identify the intellectual structure and the key research themes prevailing in a particular area of study. So it works in a way when two authors cite any another author in their respective bibliographics. So in the area of sustainable entrepreneurship, we have identified 8 distinct cluster of themes, which includes the entrepreneurial intention for sustainable oriented firms, sustainable business models, economic, environmental, social dimensions of sustainable entrepreneurship, institutional perspective of sustainable entrepreneurship, motivational factors, crowdfunding of sustainable entrepreneurial ventures, environmental centric environmental ventures, and sustainable entrepreneurial ecosystems. In the same similar manner, we have also collected or identified 7 distinct clusters of themes in sustainable consumption, which includes determinants of green purchase intention, sustainable consumption through collaborative consumption, sustainable consumption through theory of planned behavior, drivers and influences of sustainable consumption, theoretical perspectives of environmentally conscious consumption, green consumption behavior and its determinants, and psychological factors influencing sustainable consumption behavior. Next is the topic modeling analysis. Topic modeling is basically when we use statistical algorithm through machine learning, which helps to identify the group of similar words or within a body of text. So it basically identifies the frequently occurring text which is used by the different authors in a particular area of study. So in this sustainable entrepreneurship field, we have the topmost topics which has been presented here are the sustainable entrepreneurial intention, societal change which has been caused through sustainable entrepreneurship, crowdfunding of sustainable ventures, sustainable entrepreneurial ecosystem, sustainability and innovation in startups, environmental practices of SMEs, that is small and medium enterprises. In the similar manner, we have also identified 6 different topics in the sustainable consumption, which is sustainable consumption behavior, consumers' perception about green products, drivers of sustainable consumption behavior, environmental awareness and responsibility, sustainable food practices at household level, ethical lifestyle, and anti-consumption. So, like in the conclusion, with the help of bibliographic coupling, we have identified the most predominant theme in each of the domain. In sustainable entrepreneurship, it was the entrepreneur intention for sustainable oriented firms, whereas in sustainable consumption, it is determinants of green purchase intention. The areas of intersection we have identified in between the both of the areas, which is ethical production consumption, innovation and sustainability, education and awareness about sustainability. The differences lies in the area that sustainable entrepreneurship is mostly focused on the business practices which adopt sustainability in the business operations, whereas in the consumption part, it is the individuals who are adopting sustainability in the purchasing habits or consumption behavior. So topic modeling has also resulted in key topics which has been mentioned here, like in sustainable entrepreneurship, it is sustainable entrepreneurial intentions, societal change to sustainable entrepreneurship, crowdfunding of sustainable ventures, whereas in sustainable consumption, it is sustainable consumption behavior, drivers of sustainable consumption behavior, sustainable food practices at household level, ethical lifestyle and anti-consumption, which are the topics in the realm of sustainable consumption. Moving on to the limitation and future recommendations. So we have used sustainable entrepreneurship and sustainable consumption as search keywords. So I think few other combination of keywords can also be used to further analysis and extract data. Future studies should concentrate on the area of sustainable entrepreneurial intention so as to better understand what actually creates the intention of entrepreneurs or the youngsters to involve into sustainable business. And they're also encouraged to explore the areas of intersection, like how these entrepreneurs or the business are shaping the consumer sustainable behaviors through educational initiatives or awareness campaigns, and how the role of innovation is acting in a business as a catalyst for driving sustainable practices. So this holistic approach promises a complete understanding of the intricate connections between sustainable entrepreneurship and consumption patterns. Thank you.
Anybody have any questions? You can ask for question. Okay, if you guys could explain the 5 variables and
5 filters. So, because basically, we are from the background of commerce and management. That's why I have selected the business management accounting, because if I am going beyond this, the number of articles has been very extended, the number of articles. and the book chapters and conference proceeding has been removed because it has sometimes it like it doesn't include the complete proper it's not not reliability to ensure the reliability we have selected excluded it. Yes, actually, because both of the areas have different time period. The studies have been started from different time periods. So balance out that because the numbers are different from even the articles which we have received from both of the search string, it's different from both of the areas. So we have selected this time period to balance out to have a at least similar criteria for both of the areas. At least similar criteria. We are having this analysis for same time period. Yes, yes, both entrepreneurship.
In one sentence, what is the findings from the research?
So basically, from just a quick glance, what I have found out is it is very works in a circular manner. Without production, there is no consumption, and without consumption, there is no production. So it works in a circular manner. So both has to go hand in hand. So the product when the manufacturers are producing the sustainable goods and products, they want the consumers to use those products, and without being aware about it, so they won't use it or they won't consume it. So it is on the part of the entrepreneurs to create awareness. So I think I have also mentioned the education and awareness about sustainability, which they has to create on the part of entrepreneurs, and as well as the consumption has to be incorporated in their habits so as to take forward this initiative on. So it will go hand in hand. So to move towards sustainability or sustainable development, this both sectors has to be very prominent in their actions. So basically, this will provide the idea that what are the aspects that, for example, the consumers, what actually create intention among them, like what why they're going for sustainable products or green products. So this will provide the idea to the entrepreneurs or the business to cater to their needs, and then accordingly frame their market according to that, and also they can make the products. Basically what we know from the very beginning, that consumers are the king, and according to that their needs and demands, we frame our market and products. So basically what they will want and what their choices are, and what actually promotes them to go for sustainable products. So this will give the idea or the answers to their questions, maybe for the entrepreneurs, and they will incorporate those into their policies to cater to the needs of the consumers as well as the market. So basically, no, it's not secondary data. It's basically on the mixed methodology. It will be primary only. So it will be a kind of mixed qualitative from the entrepreneurs and quantitative from the consumers. So it will have a so it will provide the baseline to the entrepreneurs to incorporate those inputs from the consumers into their business policies. So it will be a qualitative and quantitative, a mixed methodology. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Stop share, please option.
Thank you, Banashri. I would like to now invite the second presenter, Ms. Shruti Thakral. She'll be presenting on the title Empowering Sustainability Through Self-Service Technologies, a Bibliometric and Thematic Analysis. Can I have a round of applause for her, please?
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Shruti Sukral, and I am currently pursuing PhD from MIT College of Commerce and Finance under the guidance of Dr. Vishal Kamra and Dr. Ruchika Gupta. She is my co-guide from ABS Business School. So for today conference, my topic is empowering sustainability to self-service technologies, a bibliometric analysis. This is the outline of my presentation. And so basically, self-service technologies is the technology-based interface that allow the customers to access their services on their own. And what is sustainability? It is a balance between economic, social, and environmental considerations to create a stable and equitable society. So basically, self-service technologies have many contributions towards sustainability. For example, nowadays, every industry are having self-service technologies and they are promoting sustainability. How? The major example is McDonald's. They have launched McCafes, and in McCafe, they are providing self-service kiosk for the customers. They can easily get their orders without any standing in a queue. And another example is healthcare. They are providing self-service kiosks at the metros. So this is all promoting sustainability. How? That there is less paper usage and less wastage of paper. And moreover, they are promoting efficiency, reduced resource consumption, and encouraging environmental friendly practices. Basically, integrating sustainability into self-service technology involves a holistic approach that considers energy efficiency, waste reduction, and overall environmental impact of the technology. By adopting these practices, organizations are contribute a sustainable future for the coming generation. Next, here are some research questions that what recent trends and development can be observed in the literature pertaining to self-service technologies and their role in promoting sustainability. Which publications and sources hold the greatest influence in the realm of self-service technologies? What are the main themes and topics prevalent in the literature of self-service technologies? And how is the intellectual structure organized within the studies focused on self-service technologies? And last, how will the existing body of research shape the future trajectory and directions of self-service technology? The methodology we have followed that we have utilized Scopus database to search the some self-service technology or assist your sustainability. We got the result of 49,519 and from the time span of 1946 to 2023. And to define this result, we have applied the major criteria that the articles must be from business management and accounting. And for the reliable source of information, we have included the articles from peer-reviewed journals and excluded the articles from book chapters and conference proceedings to ensure reliability. And we have also selected the articles with the time span of 2000-2023. Lastly, the articles must be written in English language. After applying these criteria, we got the result of 490 articles. And for their analysis, we have used the WOSWare and Bibliometrics R package. This is the result and discussion part, the scientific publication. And this we can see that there's fluctuating changes in this graph. And we can see in the year 2021, we got the maximum publications. Next, there is scores of publications, and this Journal of Services Marketing got the highest numbers of documents with highest number of citations. That is 32 documents with 1954 citations. Next, this is most cited articles and the self-service technologies, understanding consumer satisfaction, technology-based service encounters by Muter ML, and he got the maximum number of citations, that is 752. Next, there is thematic analysis done by Bibliometrics R package, and basically it is used to identify and analyze the research topics and their interrelations. And we can see the big bubbles showing that these are the most highly discussed topics under this area. And in the motor theme, these are the basically 4 different themes which is niche theme, emerging or declining theme, basic theme, and motor theme. In the motor theme, we have consumer behavior, service sector, technology adoption. And in the basic theme, sales, customer satisfaction, and marketing. These are the highly discussed topics. Next, we have is bibliographic coupling for this area, and we got 7 different clusters showing different phases of self-service technologies. First is service failure in self-service technologies, impact of self-service kiosk on customer satisfaction, and self-service technologies acceptance and customer behavior, factors influencing customers' intentions to reduce self-service technologies, measuring service quality and satisfaction of SST, developing customer experience through SSTs, and factors adoption of SST using technology acceptance model. Further, we have this topic modeling. It is a statistical algorithm which is used to identify the clusters and the themes from the group of words. And this we got 12 different types of topics: technology development in business, consumer motivation towards SST usage, consumer behavior in retail industry, employee psychology in the age of automation, benefits of kiosk amid COVID-19, energy efficiency in logistic networks, service failures and its recovery, risk management and information design, adoption of online banking services, factors influencing SST adoption, consumers' perception on future health perspective, and service quality and consumer behavior. Now, this is the conclusion part, which shows that within the 7 clusters, which by bibliographic coupling, we can see 7 clusters, and the most significant themes were consumer intention and service failure. And next, we have this consumer behavior, service sector, and technology adoption. These are the highly discussed topics. And I'm sorry I didn't mention that topic modeling part. And that in the topic modeling part, it is also similar with the bibliographic coupling part, which shows that the consumer behavior, consumer motivation, consumer intention, and service failure are the highly discussed topics in this area. Next, we have this limitation in future direction. In this study, we have used only the Scopus database, and we have only considered the English language journals. For the future studies, they can use another databases also, and in other languages also. And for the future direction, so the intersection of for the other factors can also be considered for the intersection of SST and sustainability. And future research can also be done to encourage the sustainable behavior by using SST. And lastly, that this approach of implementing SST in sustainable services enhance the organization commitment to sustainability while providing efficient and convenient services to the customers. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Shruti. Quick questions. Number one, why 2000? You've chosen as the cutoff date.
So because there were many of the articles, and as you can see in this graph, scientific publications, that earlier there was no SST. After the 2000, many of the organizations, you start using SSTs in the developed nations. They have started using the SSTs, and more papers were done.
You also written 1946.
So,
1946 is like almost 100 years ago. 1946 to 2023. Yeah, here it is. No. Yeah. Covering
so
a time span of.
yes, so this was the time span which was in the Scopus database, and I have used the 2000 to 2023.
So that means you had SST and sustainability related topics before 2000 all the way to 1946? I'm not able to figure out that 1946 part. And if you're saying that it is 2000 to 2023, you must have a very clear-cut reason why you're choosing 2000. There has to be some mention.
Actually, by this graph, we can see that after 2000, there was major changes have been occurred. Earlier, there was no any such, only one paper, or just none of the paper have been published before that. Only after, we can see after 1990.
Yeah, then drop the 1946.
Okay.
That's not necessary.
Okay,
then 2000 should be explained. Secondly, what is the difference between the topic modeling results and the coupling part?
So in this study, we can there is not major difference. Only the difference is that this is the statistical algorithm, and these are the clusters. And the only we can see that most of these studies have been done under consumer behavior, consumer motivation, consumer intentions, and service failure. Only. And by this topic modeling also, we got the same result, that most of the studies have been done for the consumer motivation, consumer behavior, consumer perception. This is the
for example, item number 6, energy efficiency in logistics network.
Yeah, this one is the different which we didn't get in this. Only in topic modeling we get.
Employee psychology is also not directly related to your coupling part.
Yes, sir.
4. Risk management and information design seems to be going off in a totally different direction,
yes,
actually.
Yes.
I think you may need to check the topic modeling output.
Okay.
Okay, because if you are saying your topic is
self-service technologies.
Yeah, self-service, empowering sustainability through self-serving technologies. So I think probably you need to just take a look at that.
Sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
So I have a question. How you have concluded your research questions?
Okay. So, for my first question was, what recent trends in development can be observed in the literature pertaining to self-service technology? So basically, these recent trends and developments, like through bibliometric coupling and by this source of publications and most cited journals. And next is we have publication and sources, main themes by this main themes and topics. This we get by thematic analysis, publications by that, and intellectual structure we got by topic modeling and bibliographic coupling, and existing body reshape. This is by limitations and future research, basically future direction.
I guess you should have one slide wherein you are answering this question.
Sorry, sir.
I mean, you should have one slide where you are correlating that what was your research
Like
finding.
properly, I have
yes.
to answer. Okay.
That's okay. Then you have shown some spike in graph that after 2000 the number of research will have been increased.
Yes, sir.
So is there any reason you identified? I mean, see that after 2000 the spike in this
Yes,
area
sir.
of research is on higher side.
Yes, sir.
So did you identify any reason?
Yes, sir. Because self-service technology was done in the mostly started from developed nations, and now after 2000, when they have properly people are aware, and then now in India they have also starting using SSTs in different nations. First of all, in the retail industry especially, and in the food industry, they have started SSTs using.
So
That's
your
why-
research is for
And
India.
banking, banking especially.
So research is India specific.
Not India specific, but the research papers haven't started. Authors have start writing research paper on SST after this year 2000. Because in the banking sector, first of all, the ATM, when the ATMs are started in India, in India, then people have the topics now. Then the authors got the topics because of self-services.
No, so why are you referring India versus if your research is on global database? So why are you referring India? Because there are other countries who have been using this technology for a longer period, right?
Yes, sir.
So any reason?
Yes,
No?
Okay.
No. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
So we are done with the offline presentations. Now I would request Mr. Abhay Vyas. He'll be presenting through the online mode. To sir, please join the session if you are there. Can you please turn on your mic and your video, please? Participant को permission दिया. Yes.
Am I audible over there?
Yes, you are audible, sir.
Okay.
So request that you can start the presentation from your end and share the screen. Your video is off, sir. Can you turn on the camera, please?
Yeah. Give me a second, please.
Yeah. In the meantime, Mr. Abhay would be presenting on the topic, a study of sustainable consumer choice among university attendees and empirical finding. Yeah, your screen is visible, sir. Please do it on slideshow. So, Abhay sir, it's all you. You can start whenever you feel like. Please adhere to the timeline of 15 minutes. Request you to do that, please.
Yeah. So my screen is visible, right?
Yes, it is, sir. Your presentation started, please.
Yeah. Good afternoon, respected judges, faculty members, and the fellow presenters. My name is Abhay Vyas. I am a research scholar at NIT Bhopal, and my topic of presentation is influence of eco-labeling on consumer behavior, specifically investigating how the different types of eco-labels impact the consumer purchasing decisions and perceptions of the sustainability, how it influences the perception of sustainability. So my presentation outline will be like this. I will start with the introduction, a bit of literature review, proposed work, data analysis, results, and references. So now we are living in a challenging period where we are having economic development, material growth, and comfort on one hand, but at the same time we are facing the environmental damages, ecological degradation on the other. Now this imbalance creates a lot of damages and adverse effects like global warming. There are greenhouse gas emissions, climate change, increasing levels of CO2s, and all this is like harming our very livelihood. And according to one of the reports by the Forbes, global warming will be reaching up to 2 degrees Celsius by 2060, and then there will be a catastrophic effects like melting of polar snows and other effects will be there. So it is a shared responsibility of both producers and consumers to protect the earth and its climates. And one individuals as a person can contribute by using environmental friendly products such as green products. And thus, ultimately, I can say that we need to adopt sustainable green consumptions. So, how people can adapt to sustainable consumptions? By making consumers more aware of the sustainable product choices by means of eco labels. If they are more aware of that, they will be able to pursue their, you can say, these sustainable lifestyles in a better way. And the eco label is a better instrument for the same. For this study, I have carried out an extensive literature review with these are variables like product information accessibility, eco label diversity, consumer awareness, environmental concern, perceived product quality, and perceived sustainability. And these are the references which I have used to identify these variables. Based on the literature review, I have proposed this theoretical model where product information accessibility, eco-label diversity, consumer awareness, and environmental concerns are having influence on the perceived product quality and which ultimately impacts the perceived sustainability. And based on the theoretical model, I am proposing the following hypothesis where product information quality, eco-label diversity, consumer awareness, and environmental concerns are related with the perceived product quality, and perceived product quality is related with the perceived sustainability. Now, the design and methodology which I have followed for this particular study is like I have used the method of data collection, where I have circulated around 633 questionnaire copies via Google Forms and pen paper methods, got around 438 responses. After cleaning the responses, leaving the incomplete forms, I got the genuine or valid responses as 402. Now, the sample size was calculated using Pochon's formula with a 95% confidence interval. It's N0 is Z square of PQ by E square. And the value of this calculation comes out to be 385, and my sample size is 402. So, those are sufficient enough to represent the whole population. The scale used is a 5-point Likert scale, with 5 corresponding to strongly agree and 1 to strongly disagree. And the smart PLS was used to develop the structural equation model. Now, after analyzing data using smart PLS, we first developed the measurement model. For that, we have calculated the Cronbach alpha. The value required is above 0.6, and our value varies between 0.701 to 0.76. Then we have calculated the convergent validity of the model, where we have calculated the average variance extracted and Cronbach alpha and other variables. After that, for discriminant variety, we use Forner-Larker criteria and HTMT criteria to ensure that our discriminant variety is well within limited range. And lastly, we have developed the structural equation model. We find that the product information accessibility with the product information accessibility with the correlation value of 0.0405 and p value of 0.00 is having a maximum impact on perceived product quality. These are our other calculations with respect to other constructs which we have used, and this is the graphical form of our correlation values. Now the final conclusion is like that, or you can say this is the summary of our findings, where because of the positive values having p values way above 2 and p values 0.00 except 0.01 for the eco-label diversity, all these are accepted, supported. from the data, it is very clear that product information accessibility, the construct is having a maximum impact on pursued product quality because of the higher penetration of the internet and mobile devices. Now the information is available on the fingertips, and therefore it is a major factor which is having more impact on the pursued product quality of a green product. And ultimately the pursued product quality decides whether the consumer, because product quality is like fitness for the use of the customers, so it is having a maximum impact on the pursued sustainability. These are the major references. Because of the space constraint, I could accommodate only this one, but there are many more references which I have used for that. Thank you all.
Thank you, Abhay, for your presentation. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. I have only two questions for you. Number one, in your SEM model,
Yeah.
you have ended the model at perception of sustainability, right? Sustainability perception.
Yeah.
As your title talks about how different types of eco labels impact consumer purchasing decisions. So in the model, I did not see actual purchase decision stage.
Sir,
The model stopped at a perception of sustainability. So my question is that since your title is designed or it is worded in that particular fashion, your model must also reach the decision stage, which means your questionnaire must also should have collected that part of the data. Because otherwise it's like, almost 9/10 of the way, but the last step is sort of missing for me as a researcher. That's one. Number two, you mentioned random sampling.
Yeah.
But you've random sampling, what you've done is actually convenience sampling.
Yes, very much.
So please don't put that under random sampling. Random sampling is very, very rigorous actually. Although it sounds very casual, but it is much more rigorous. You have to have a data set and then you have to follow a statistical method of generating random numbers, etc., etc. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I think you have to make those two corrections. First one you can discuss with your guide or whoever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are the two things only from my side. Otherwise, yeah, good.
Yes. Fine.
So, Abhay, did you get any opportunity to, in the data, to do multi-group analysis?
Sir, I haven't thought of that, but I have read a couple of articles on that, but never implemented that. But yes, in future work, I am definitely going to do that multi-group analysis. I am planning.
And what is the implication of your research?
First of all, what are the impact of these eco labels and the other factors on the pursued product quality, and like what are the impacts of these factors on the pursued product quality, and how these pursued product quality will impact the pursued sustainability, and it will help the from the the seller perspective or the manufacturer perspective, like how to design the eco labels and what are the different information which is should be there on the eco labels, so that the customers become easily aware of the green or the sustainable qualities of that particular product. And also it will be helpful for the governments to design the eco label policies. In that way, I can think of this.
Any direction for future researcher in similar topic?
Yes, sir. You see, eco label I have taken in a generic way. You can take a sector specific eco label, because the eco-friendly products are there in every sector. So the sector specific eco labeling is there, and also we need to translate these eco labels into different languages according to region. Because right now the survey is carried out on the people who are having some kind of knowledge of the eco labels. But the people who don't know eco labels or don't know how to read or write things, they are not involved in the survey. So these are the two areas where we can do some research.
Sure. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Abhay. You may please stop sharing the screen, please.
Yeah. Thank you.
Now I'd also request Ms. Varsha to please, if you can turn on your mic and your camera. You are next in the line. Thank you so much, ma'am. So Ms. Varsha would be presenting on the topic sustainable development, ESG strategies of Walmart.
Okay, good afternoon, sir. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to present. I'll shortly share the screen.
Yeah, please. Ma'am, can you please put it on slideshow?
Yes, sir, I'm doing it right now. I hope it's visible.
Yeah, it's visible, ma'am. Please, you can start.
Yes. Thank you so much. So good afternoon, respected judges and fellow participants and organizers. I'm Varsha R, pursuing BCom Honors with ACCA in PES University. I have done this research paper on the title Sustainable Development ESG Strategies of Walmart under the guidance of my professor Vidya ma'am. She is also a professor at PES University. So these are the table of contents and these are the titles which I'll be taking you through in my paper. So starting off with the introduction, the theme of this conference is sustainability. So I'll be explaining it to you in brief what sustainability is. In Brundtland Commission report titled Our Common Future, the United Nations defines sustainability as meeting the needs of the present without compromising the ability of the future generations to meet their own needs. And sustainability first came into place, the term first came into place in 1987 in the light of the rising global crisis such as global warming. It was identified as early as 1987. And coming to green finance, which is gaining traction very of late, very recently. So green finance is also synonymous with sustainable finance. It is in a way that you motivate investors to invest in companies that not only are very profitable but are also very socially viable and that honor social values and the environment, and that take serious steps to ameliorate the environment considering the current prevailing situation of global warming, climate change, icebergs melting, rising sea levels, etc. So my research particularly is focused on Walmart incorporation. As you all know, it is a global. It has been ranked one in Global Fortune 500 list of 2023, considering the fiscal revenue for the year 2022 that they have earned. And you may ask me why I chose Walmart in particular. It is mainly because I, as much as I've researched, indeed Microsoft and other global Fortune 500 companies have taken a lot of steps in terms of sustainable development ESG strategies. ESG as in environmental, social, and governance goals, ESG strategies. But I chose Walmart in particular because after the comparison, I found that there were particular figures, numbers available for Walmart's ESG strategies and the results that they have derived from that. So using these numbers, I could do financial comparisons. So that is one of the main reasons I chose Walmart, and also because it has been ranked one in Global Fortune 500. And also the main thing is that Walmart has been consistently many years it has been ranked one in Global Fortune 500, and moreover, it has been taking multiple steps through Project Gigaton, etc., which I will be explaining to you soon in terms of in terms of its ESG strategies. So as you can see here, Walmart follows a comprehensive approach to ESG issues named creating shared value to become a regenerative company. Even though they are a big company, they want to become a regenerative company because they want to regenerate planet Earth through the little steps that they can take, which may have a huge impact on everything else. Moreover, if Walmart is doing such implementing such ESG strategies, other companies, major companies, small companies, all types of companies across various industries will be motivated to do the same because they would want to follow the footsteps of a giant. And coming to a brief explanation of the five leadership themed ESG priorities of Walmart, these include sustainability, opportunity, ethics, integrity, and community. And in my paper, I will be focusing specifically on sustainability along with others also in between. But the main focus lies on sustainability. So coming to Project Gigaton. Project Gigaton was launched by Walmart in 2017, and it has been a pioneering project, and Walmart aims to achieve 1 billion metric ton reduction in its CO2 emissions by 2030. And this is a gigantic amount, and this is what I've analyzed in my paper because the numerical values for the reductions achieved is available in Walmart's ESG reports. Also, the main thing which I would like to highlight over here is that Walmart's operations not only implement their own internal controls, they also influence their suppliers, their customers, and other non-governmental agencies, in association with other non-governmental agencies and other organizations. And it is noteworthy to mention that Project Gagaton has achieved the milestone and set the benchmark of becoming one of the largest private sector consortiums for climate change by having more than 4,500 suppliers of Walmart signing for it. These are the review of literatures which I've done. I've pasted only 4, but I've done a total of 6 reviews of literature, which are most relevant to our research. And I tried to keep it as early as 2020 so that it would be the most relevant data that is available. And as far as I've seen, mainly it was bibliometric analysis. And all these research reviews which I have read gave a very very general explanation of the prevailing scenario. But I wanted to pin down my research to a particular thing so that we could get particular accurate results. Coming to the need for research, as I previously explained, in my research paper, I am examining the impact of climate change, impact on waste management, and type and magnitude of green financial instruments used by Walmart Limited. So, coming to the problem statement. Excuse me. This research aims to analyze the trends in the magnitude and the effectiveness of measures taken by Walmart Limited pertaining to sustainable development and forecast the future trends in the same using existing data from Walmart Sustainability Report by employing temporal analysis, inferential, exploratory, and theoretical analysis. My objectives are I've done a 3-year financial, I've compared 3 years of financial information to analyze the implementation of Walmart's ESG procedures, and I've also forecasted the future trends using the current quantitative data that we have available, and I've also done a theoretical analysis based on Walmart's ESG implementation procedures, and I've also gauged the magnitude of effectiveness of the green financial instruments used by Walmart. The area of study of my paper includes sustainability, statistics, economics. Time period is 3 financial years, starting from financial 2020 to financial year 2022 to 23. And the analysis techniques which I've employed, as I had mentioned before, includes regression, trend-based analysis, trend percentage-based analysis, graphical, descriptive, and theoretical analysis. And the software which I've used for conducting this analysis is MS Excel. And the type of data which I've collected is secondary data which is available in the annual reports of Walmart as well as the sustainability reports of Walmart. And the data collection instruments include Walmart's website, financial statements, and ESG reports. So starting with the first objective and its analysis. As you can see over here, this graph shows the reduced or avoided CO2 emissions reported by the suppliers of Walmart cumulatively since 2017. So as you can see, cumulatively it has increased from 416 million to 574 million and 750 million as of now. They aim to achieve 1 billion reduction by 1 million metric tons in by 2030. And this as the 2-year moving average and linear trend line show a positive trend. Whereas when it comes to the year-to-year reduction in emissions reported by the suppliers, you can see in FY 2021 it's 186, and in FY 2022 it's 158, which is a dramatic drop. But still, this has rebounded to 175 million in FY 2023. Even though in FY 2023 it has rebounded, it still isn't matching with FY 2021's value, which is 186 million. And this can be attributed to some deviations which need to be immediately monitored. As supplier, the Walmart sustainability personnel can talk to their suppliers regarding the same and explore further areas of research in the same so that they can reduce it more effectively and efficiently and achieve their goal in a more consistent manner. Coming to the percentage of US product, coming to the number of suppliers. Reporting suppliers of Walmart, percentage has steadily increased from 60% to 75% in 2023, and this can be regarded as a massive success for the company because they wish to achieve 100% of reporting suppliers, and currently this is at a staggering amount of 75%, which means that people are becoming more environment conscious. The suppliers are becoming more environment conscious. This implies that Walmart is also supporting the environment by influencing not just its internal controls but also its suppliers, and this is one of the most crucial steps taken by the company. And coming to the waste management strategies of Walmart, the main goal of Walmart is to achieve 17% of global private brand packaging, plastic packaging material from post-consumer recycled content by 2025. But as you can see over here, the numbers are quite not
Yeah, I'm
not
just going
that
to,
optimal.
Varsha, I'm just going to interrupt you. You have exactly 1.5 minutes left.
Oh, I'm so sorry, sir. I'll do that as soon as I can. The values have decreased, but whereas the private brand packaging in recyclables have increased. And coming to the least square regression analysis, I found that in by 2025 itself, Walmart will be achieving if the current trend continues, Walmart will be achieving 1,093 point 1,093 per metric tons reduction by 2025 itself. And coming to waste management, there is a dramatic drop, and this needs to be addressed as soon as it can be. And Walmart also has taken various steps. It has been named as one of the first solar. It has installed more than 400 solar panels, and it has been named first in its green energy utilization. And it has also implemented various other measures, and it has also ensure that the dignity of people in supply chains is really high. It supports women, fair, and socially backward, economically backward, as well as local farmers. And currently, Walmart also, to mitigate a global climate crisis, has ensured that it is currently resistant crops such as rice and etc. It is cultivating now itself so that it can be stored for the later. Green bonds have been taken by Walmart, and as you can see, the figures over here are quite optimistic. But the only thing is that over here, the only green financial instrument used by Walmart is the green bonds, and this can be further diversified so that it can ensure that there is a more risk averse green finance environment for Walmart. So my recommendations would be that Walmart can ensure more consistency in its operations of reducing CO2 emissions as well as increasing global plastic recycling, as well as increasing its as well as diversifying and increasing its green financing initiatives. And the further scope of this research, which I can suggest, would be people. We can explore we can do a comparative analysis between various countries and various companies in particular one particular industry and assess how they are increasing their as a sustainability operations, as well as we can do it for a particular company over a temporal basis. And I would like to conclude saying that Walmart currently is doing as a great sustainability standards and is serving as a market trendsetter in our across the globe. And this will be further can be improved in various other ways, as I previously mentioned. And other companies can also implement such ESG strategies, as it is only together that we can achieve the saving of our planet Earth. Thank you. These are the references which I've used. Thank you.
So, Varsha, thank you for presenting the research. I have a question. You have only selected 3-year data, and the overall research has been conducted on 3 years. So, don't you think that this is less data? I mean, you should have at least for 7-8 years data of it.
Sir, I took mainly 3 years data because Project Gigaton was implemented in 2017. And after its implementation, it would taken a few years to gain traction. So I took the most recent data that would be relevant for the current years, based on the current trends in technology, green financing instruments, because the recent trends have increased, especially after COVID-19. Green financing instruments like credit, carbon credit, green insurance, and green mutual funds have increased a lot.
Sure. And any other limitation you have identified for the research?
Yes, sir. It is limited to Walmart and it is limited to the 3 financial years. But as I would like to take your suggestion and I would like to work more on this, sir.
Sure. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, Varsha.
Yes, sir.
Presentation, okay? You always have to keep in mind the time limit available. And
Sure.
you have a lot of material on your slides. So this is just a tip on how to present. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And unfortunately, you had to rush through in the end. So please try to plan, do a dry run, etc. Because, we get swamped with the information that you provided. Now, the other problem that I have is that you've studied one company, Walmart, all right, despite it being a market leader, #1 in Fortune 500. You have a problem called the problem of generalization, right? It's like case study approach, but even the case study is only one company. So if you really want to make this paper more publishable, right, an editor will not take it as it is, okay? You need to really study a few more companies and then see whether there's really whether this sustainability and ESG is really making a difference to business bottom line and top line. Okay.
Okay, sir.
And you also need to specifically mention theoretical contributions. I didn't see that much. So, yeah, you've done a lot of good work. You've done a lot of good work. Okay, you've delved a lot into the financial reports, etc. But I think at the end of it, you must be able to showcase what is the managerial implication and theoretical implications of your work. Right? That's what research is ultimately for.
Yeah.
Okay?
I'll surely work on it, sir.
Good attempt. Just try to be more parsimonious, be briefer. Okay?
Sure, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Varsha. You may please stop sharing your screen. Thank you. I will also request Ms. Rakaya Mohammed to be prepared with her slides. If you can join the meeting and turn on your mic and your camera. Ms. Rakaya Mohammed. Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Can you start sharing the screen?
Yes, sir.
She'd be presenting on the topic green marketing and inquiry into existing literature. You can please share your presentation. Can you share your screen, please?
Yes, sir. So is it visible?
No.
Okay, sir.
You have to open your PPT. Your screen is visible. Your PPT, you not turn on the PPT. Yep, just click it.
So now is it visible? I have opened my PPT.
It's not visible on our screen. आपका जो folder, we can see your folder, but your presentation is still not visible.
You have
Okay,
shared
sir.
you have shared your whole screen. You need to share only your PPT.
Okay, sir.
And share again and just like your PPT.
Sir, I think I'm having issue here. I can log in from my mobile phone. Will it be okay?
Okay. So in the meantime, Rakaya ma'am, you can wait for the. You can get your technical issues cleared. In the meantime, we'll give you 5-10 minutes.
Okay, sir.
And we can have another presentation.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay.
Praneeth, could you also, if she can just mail you the PPT, I don't know.
I'll just.
Yeah,
so
probably.
we have an offline presenter we have joined us, so we can get it. So we'll be joined by Ms. Naila Banu. She'll be presenting on the topic exploring factors affecting young consumers' purchase behavior for sustainable products in fashion industry in India.
Why is it not happening? Enable editing. A very good evening to all my respected judges and my dear friends. Today, my topic is exploring factors affecting young consumer purchase behavior for sustainable product in fashion industry in India. So my name is Naila Banu and I'm a research scholar from St. Xavier's University, Kolkata. And my co-author is Vivek Kumar Verma and he is a professor of St. Xavier's University, Kolkata. So sustainable fashion, also known as circular fashion, slow fashion, ethical fashion, and conscious fashion, these are the names that has been given to sustainable fashion. What is sustainable fashion? So sustainable fashion, also called eco-fashion, it refers to a movement that seeks to create a fashion industry which is carbon neutral, equitable and socially just, environmentally responsible and respectful of animal welfare. We know that how much pollution does fashion industry creates. It accounts to 20% of the global waste pollution. So this is something that we need to understand, and we need to see why we need sustainable fashion. So the need for sustainable fashion is it saves natural resources. As I said, that a pair of jeans, if we talk about a pair of jeans, it takes around 1400 gallons of liter to produce just a pair of jeans. So it definitely a thought that we should understand that sustainable fashion saves natural resources, and we know that it is very much limited. Our resources are limited, and we need to think about it. If not, then when? Sustainable fashion reduces carbon footprint. Then sustainable fashion saves animal lives because they are cruelty free, and sustainable fashion requires it supports fairer and safer working condition. We not only think about the environmental aspect but also about the social aspect from the viewpoint of the laborers, providing them a safer and fair wage for their living. Sustainable fashion does not support child labor, and sustainable fashion is healthier for people and planet. And of course, it teaches how to love our clothes again. So, as we know, sustainability has been derived from the Brundtland Commission, and that refers to not only meeting our own requirements but also helping the future generation to meet their own requirements. So, we know that the resources are finite, and we should definitely conserve and use the resources wisely. So, the sustainable fashion is based on traceability, living condition, transparency, and environmental management. The literature review that has been done, and they also says that the notion of sustainable fashion should be included in the overall scenario and the factors to achieve sustainable fashion. Also, there are some literature that talks about the beliefs and motives of customer towards sustainable choice and how to convert the motive into action. And there are also literature reviews about behavior towards sustainable fashion, how fashion industries can promote sustainability. So I have made a hypothesis, which is three hypotheses: H1, H2, and H3. H1 conducts young consumers objective knowledge, subjective knowledge about slow fashion or sustainable fashion that will increase after being exposed to an educational model about slow fashion. H2 is young consumers' attitude and purchase intention towards slow fashion will increase after being exposed to the educational model of slow fashion. And H3 is young consumers' objective knowledge, subjective knowledge, and attitude towards slow fashion will predict their purchase intention towards slow fashion. So, as we all know that, people are not aware of this new term called sustainable fashion. So we need to we need to educate them, and based on that, I've done a study which has been conducted in three phases. The first phase was used as a focus group in which there was a discussion among the students of the university, and they were given. After discussion, we had some open-ended questions and as well as closed-ended questions. And in the second phase, only the students of the marketing, third year students of marketing, they were given a questionnaire without informing what sustainable fashion is. And we again used a Likert scale for the same. And in the third phase, we prepared an educational module telling what sustainable fashion is and what exactly what exactly do we understand from sustainable fashion. So after doing that educational model, then we gave the same questionnaire to the students, and from there the results were as such. Like before information, the objective knowledge towards sustainable fashion was 7.21, and after post education it was 7.60, which substantiates our hypothesis. And the subjective knowledge also increased from 4.39 to 5.96, and attitude also increased from 4.71 to 5.40. But there was a gap in the purchase intention even after knowing what sustainable fashion is. So the purchase intention from before pre-education was 4.74, but it only increased to 4.78. This means that people, even after getting aware of what sustainable fashion is a bit sit back, and did not want to move towards sustainable fashion, maybe because of the pricing, because we know slow fashion or sustainable fashion is comparatively more expensive, and since the research has a lot of limitations with only college students into aspects, so definitely there is a price factor that will definitely creep into their purchase buying behavior. So this is a module which has a positive impact on the consumer's attitude towards slow fashion, but we need to take care. The entrepreneurs need to take some steps that will definitely not only change the attitude of the customers, but also try to influence them to buy sustainable fashion products. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Apparel industry. Right. Yes, definitely. That, yeah, yes. Fashion is a very big term. It includes, yeah, definitely, definitely. Yes, 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 yes. Yeah, 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 right, right, right. Very a very narrow term. That is also one of my limitations. I was about to say that fashion in a sense includes everything. Yeah, it's a broad term, but that is my studies actually related to apparel industry. So that would be a better term for me to write. But yeah, thank you so much. Yes, 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 yes. Thank you.
Thank you for that question. Thank you, Naila,
Thank you, sir.
for your presentation. Again, very exhaustive, right? A lot of material, so we could not read much. Did you read much? No. So,
Yes,
we
yes,
have to see, a
definitely, sir.
research conference only gives you 15 minutes.
Yes,
And you have done maybe this entire work over 1.5 years or 2 years, maybe, I don't know. Right? So there's a lot of things that you want to say,
yes, yes, yes.
but you'll have to learn how to present it. Okay, that's one
Sure.
thing, which
Sure.
is presentation related. Okay, second is, again, topic is too vast.
Okay.
So you need to narrow it
Narrow
down.
down the topic.
Okay, yeah. And what were the actual causes of the non-takeoff in purchase intention? 0.74 to 0.78. It came to, just a small, tiny delta increase was there.
Yeah, yeah, very
So what
tiny.
were the reasons? Were you able to find out that?
No, I'm still
Is it
working.
just price?
It is just no. I actually the factors that we had considered was very limited. So again, it was not just price and maybe availability of the sustainable products also, and 2-3 more, just very limited.
So do you think that if you change the sample, instead of college students, if you go
Yes,
out into the market, and
yes, yes.
do you think that the results would be different?
Definitely, it would be.
It would be, right?
It would be
Okay, so
definitely.
that becomes another limitation of
Another
future research.
limitation. I have put that in my presentation.
All right,
That it is a limitation in my study. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, so good one, Naila. So I have certain questions regarding literature review.
Okay.
So have you created any model or any criteria to define your literature review, or how you have done about it?
It's a secondary research, and this is the information that I gathered from the net, and that is I have not prepared any kind of model for literature review.
No, so how you have identified that what to review and what not? What included, what is not included?
Okay, so the research gap you're asking.
No. In literature review, when you are going for literature review, have you identified any keywords that I will go for these keywords? Or,
yes,
or
based
any
on
number of years?
only attitude towards customers towards sustainable fashion, and the behavior, the intention, and all of those were the keywords for me to move ahead with the topic.
Yeah, because if you have seen past participant, they have clearly mentioned that what are those keywords
Yes,
which they
yes,
have identified.
right.
And what
Right.
about the number of years?
Okay. The number of years starts from, I think I've taken a lot, older information as well. I've also included some information from 1992, and I've also put information right from 2017 to 2023.
So don't you think that is obsoleted right now?
That is definitely, but that is again helps us to build the models based on that. 1992 and 3, that helps us to build the model. Like the phase that I used, phase 1, phase 2, phase 3 was from the literature review that I used from 1992.
So when you are referring to model, have you created any model based upon your analysis?
Not yet, sir.
Not yet. Sure. Can you go back to hypothesis? I mean, any conclusion wherein which one is accepted, which one is rejected?
First, yeah, sure. first two is accepted, and the last one, that attitude towards slow fashion will predict their purchase intention towards slow fashion was ultimately rejected, because there was not much difference in the result even after explaining or educating them about it.
So lack of clarity is there in your slides, because this should be one slide wherein you are simply talking about that what is accepted,
Yes.
what is not. Plus, you have put in a lot of content as well.
Yes,
So you need
yes,
to look
yes.
into.
I have.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Mr. Raya, are you ready?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Can you please share it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's visible. Can you please put it on slideshow?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. You can start, please.
Okay, sir. So, good evening, everyone. My name is Ruqayya Muhammad, and I'm a research scholar from St. Xavier's University, Kolkata. Okay, my topic is green marketing and inquiry into existing nature. So, yeah. Here, first of all, I would like to tell something about sustainability. Sustainability is meeting our needs without compromising the needs and future of the future people. It involves using resources in a way that doesn't exhaust or harm them, thinking about the long term of our actions on the environment, society, and economy as a whole. Now, I will tell something about green marketing and green products since I am doing my research on it. So, first of all, green marketing is where companies promote products or services emphasizing their impact on the environment. The products are often referred as green products or eco-friendly products. They are designed, manufactured, and marketed in a ways that aim to reduce the negative impact on the environment. Now, why green marketing matters to people? So, green marketing matters to people because it gives them the power to make choices that are better for our economy and for our environment as well. When companies promote eco-friendly products and practices, it helps consumer to know which products are more sustainable for them and which are not. Here are few subsections here, like the environmental awareness and education, accessibility and connectivity. And it has started because of the internet era. Previously people were not aware about the green marketing, but now through internet, people, like social media, plays a very integral role in people's daily life, and it promotes green marketing as a whole. Now, the challenges here are, first of all, I would like the main challenge which is recurring nowadays is greenwashing. Greenwashing, what is greenwashing? Greenwashing is when companies try to make their product services seems more environmental friendly, but in actual they are not. For examples, like the plastic bottles which we use, the company may say that they are biodegradable, but in reality they may not be. And also, like some products which say that they are nature friendly or eco friendly, but we don't know the reality of it. And a few other challenges are like consumers trust and information. We don't know where we can find the correct information about it, and it is obviously a long term investment. Like if we are doing something for environment, it is not possible for us like we are doing it and within once we will see the result. So it is a long term investment, and people actually don't prefer it. So my objectives is to trace the evolution of green marketing from its inception to the present. Like I have done my research from when the term green marketing was invented, and now how we are proceeding with it, and also to analyze consumer behavior and its perception towards green products. So these are few literature reviews which I have mentioned here. In total, I have done 37 literature reviews. And the research methodology, I would like to say that this is simply a explorative research and descriptive approach. Like I don't have any such hypothesis or something like that. I have just read the papers and try to figure out like what green marketing was previously and how it is enhancing, and like from 1975 to 2023, what are the major changes that have took place. Like the one of the thing that I would like to mention is that the AI, which is playing a drastical role in today's life. Okay. These are the results and findings which I would like to mention. Like the papers which I have read, I would say that there are many research that have been done internationally on green marketing. But if we say it in national level, there are not that much paper. So it is a great opportunity for us to do marketing on these papers. Also, I would like to I have subdivided. I have not mentioned all the literature reviews here, but I have subdivided it into the 1970s, then 80s, and then the 2000s, which is the present era. So, initial phases mein, this era marked the birth of green marketing. The green marketing actually started when there was a big oil crisis in the world. After that, we have the intermediate phase where companies shift towards more systematic approaches. Everything was more approachable and eco-efficient process were used. Consumers started to take it into account and they became much serious about it. And the modern phase, this phase marks a broader perspective encompassing sustainability and these are the suggestions which I would like to mention, like the technological advancement and green innovation. Data driven sustainability, like AI, have played a vital role, and it will be very helpful for us in the near future so that we can do everything very efficiently. And these are the technological advancements. So basically, I would like to say that I my paper is not that much what would I say? Like I have just started this and I am still now I'm studying this paper and I'm doing literature review, and these are the possible things that I have taken out till now, and I will be further continuing this, and I will try to narrow down the topic. And basically my I have thought of doing like from Kolkata I will took the perspective of the Calcuttians. Like I will take the Kolkata as my subject, and I will do sampling and everything. Like it would be great if you can give me few suggestions like how I can proceed with this, as I am totally new in this field and this is my first paper which I am presenting here. So it would be very helpful if you can just guide me, like how can I move forward with this and what are the things which are unnecessary or anything that you would like to say.
Okay, Rokaya.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
I really like the last part where you are, saying that you need help and advice. The thing
sir.
sustainable marketing is a very well developed area, and if
Yes,
you
sir.
do future review well enough,
Yes,
every
sir.
that you're studying, also study the methodology that they're using. What are the key findings?
Okay,
There's
sir.
a method of doing literature review, right? So
Okay,
first,
sir.
find keywords. One thing that you've done is the decade-wise growth,
Yes, sir.
or sustainable marketing. Always put it into a pictorial form. It helps a lot, right? Put it into an infographic kind of way and show it on a
In the
page.
presentation as well.
Yeah, in the presentation
Okay,
also.
sir.
Yeah, that's one thing. And then, see, since it is a very evolved field, I would suggest that you learn to use some bibliometric tools or meta-analysis tools to
Okay,
study
sir.
literature from the 1960s, 70s, 80s, because there will be hundreds and thousands of papers written.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So if you're doing a literature review and telling future researchers what is the state of the art of sustainable marketing or sustainable, what is the title?
So green marketing and inquiry into existing literature.
Yeah, so your your paper should always be something more than what is already known to people. So find something that you can display as a unique contribution of yours. Okay, that's
sir.
something.
Yes,
And
sir.
then what you've done right now is historical narrative.
Okay,
Historically,
sir.
what has happened. So please point some, into the future. What is likely to happen? Like you mentioned AI 2-3 times, right?
Yes,
How
sir.
is
Yes,
AI
sir.
to influence green marketing? What is the use of modern technology, industry 4.0, etc., in green marketing? And of course, how consumers are going to respond. I think Besides
Sir,
just doing a local narrative, look at
yes,
the
sir.
consumer perspective of it.
Sir,
That will
from
do.
the consumer, like I have one question, like I should mention any age barrier, like something like I have thought of young consumers. So can I take
Fine,
that
that's
into
fine.
study?
Yeah, absolutely. The older consumers are dying now; they're dead.
Yes, sir. And
Go
great.
for Generation Z. Go
Yes,
for
sir.
your generation, probably. All right.
And
Study
sir,
them, how they are looking at green marketing.
like green marketing or young consumers and relate something related to social media, like social media plays a, as I said earlier, very integral part of our society. Social
So,
media.
what I would suggest is that when you're doing your research, the purpose
Yes, sir.
of doing literature is to find gaps in the literature.
Yes,
What are
sir.
the areas which are in research? That should be advising you how to or what to study.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
All
sir.
right. Good. All right.
Thank
Good
you,
first
sir.
attempt. All
Thank
right.
you, sir.
Thanks.
So, Prukaya, you have mentioned that you have considered the era of the gap of 10 years, and then after 2020, that is
Yes,
almost 20.
sir.
So that actually, and then you have only analyzed 37 research paper, which is very less considering the whole of 43 years of the data. So I
Yes, sir.
echo what Dr. Jones has suggested, that you need to put your energy on the literature review, and from there only you can get the direction in what direction you are going for, what is the research gap. Plus, do not deviate from the research what you are going to proceed ahead with. Once you identified the topic, you need to be limited to that area only. Likewise, you mentioned AI and different areas while talking about your research topic. So let's
Yes,
go
sir.
ahead for a deeper literature review, and then from there you will have many directions. You can pick either of them.
Okay, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Okay, I may request you to please stop sharing your screen, please.
Okay, sir.
In the meantime, till the scores are being calculated, I would request Dr. Bhavna and Dr. Rishi sir to please join in presenting certificate of appreciation to our beloved Jones sirs and Dr. Anuj. First of all, I'd like to thank you from my side, sir, for please sparing time for us for Amity University. You have always been available. Same goes for Anuj, sir. He's just a call away. I just give him a call and he's always there for me. And Jones, sirs, we have ACCF knows you like anything. So thank you from my end, sir.
Absolutely. Harpreet, my director wants to know if I've joined Amity.
So, I'd like to request, sir, please, Anuj, sir, for the certificate of appreciation. Sir. Please. As we have the scores, so I'd like to announce the winner for this particular track. Before I do that, you'll be getting the certificates for the bodies in the valedictory session along with the awards. So I'd request all three of you who are present in the offline mode to please join us tomorrow for the valedictory session as well. I would request a guest also if they can spare some time for us tomorrow valedictory session. We'll be more than happy to welcome you there as well. According to the scores by our evaluators, Banashri Kar has been awarded the first prize. She has won the best paper award. So please, a round of applause for her. So Banashri, you'll be getting your certificate for the best paper and the award as well tomorrow. And there is another award, the overall best paper across the tracks, which would again be announced in the tomorrow session as well. For your participation certificate, I'll just give it to you guys. So with this, I'd like to again thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. All the presenters, and special thanks to Dr. Manpreet also for doing all the back end job and back end work. And special thanks to the IT team. We have bothered them a lot, I guess, and they have been as helpful as they can be. Thank you so much, sir. With this, here only. So if I could invite Banashri, please, for your participation. This is certificate of participation. So you can join. हाँ ये बंद कर दीजिए